Hello everybody, welcome back to Zero Tolerance TV, ZT here. What's up, kid? Hell yeah, get excited. Just saying, that guy's like 30 now. Okay, maybe not 30, but certainly no kid anymore. So we're gonna be doing another game here from Group B, 2003, My Cube OSL. I have no idea what My Cube is. To me, a cube is custom Magic draft set, but I'm guessing that's probably not what this is. That would be my guess. We got two players we've seen already. It's going to be ChoJJa versus Naura. ChoJJa lost to Nara, who just kind of pressed buttons after maybe having some kind of subpar harass, especially the vultures with speed. Try to run by and got, I think, like one drone. Pretty bad, but then he dropped and it was like okay. And then he just pressed M a lot and like had so many units and got into a nice position, blew some stuff up. And Nara played a Zerg, yellow, yeah. And kind of won the game off like 3 zealots. He held a bit of a cheeky attack from yellow, who I think was trying to like glitch his zealots with a drone, but really was not able to do it, and so his lings got a bunch of nothing done, and then those 3 zealots just walked across the map, killed a ton of stuff. It's kind of crazy, actually. But new game, new shot for ChoJJa to maybe get a win. Don't draw the dick. Okay. Alright, he didn't do it. Well, I mean, hold on. I don't. It's I don't know what is being drawn here. I think this is like attack angles to run through this area. I'm just gonna, yeah, I mean, he got really close to drawing a dick and balls, but he didn't do it, so well done there. That is really the first rule of drawing live. Any sort of like TV or anything like that. You gotta make sure you don't accidentally draw dick and balls. Kind of important. So Naura here is cross-scouting on Guillotine. And oh, ChoJJa is being pretty aggressive. I think this was a 9 pool into gas, so he's not taking a super quick hatch here, that's for sure. Actually, the poll suggesting the viewers think that ChoJJa is favored here, which I'm a little surprised about. Naura, pretty seasoned player, although ChoJJa is no joke. Naura did scout, looks like he went and cross-scouted, didn't see anything, and then went to the right spawn after that. So not the worst possible scout, but the cross-scout not really working out. He'd been much better off just going east first. Double cannon, I think that's probably warranted here, just given this is very quick lings, and I'm thinking speed is probably where this gas first goes, the first 100 minerals. Didn't see the lair started yet, and it was quite quick gas, so probably already had the first 100. Oh man, you know, you're like the inside of your ear is itchy, you know, like where it connects to your mouth. maybe you don't know what I'm talking about. I had to like scratch it with my tongue, I guess. I don't know, man. That's why I had to stop. It's still kind of there. Anyway, the firstlings pushed away by Naura's double cannon. ChoJJa building another hatch, but not at a base here. So I'm kind of thinking maybe he wants to go and be a little more aggressive, but he could also just be preparing for quick 3 hatch. And if he doesn't care where they are, then it doesn't matter. But that is a lot of lings, and really just got nothing done with them. So gotta give the edge to Nara so far. ChoJJa's pulled out of gas, so I'm not sure what his plan is gonna be here. It looks like a pretty decent wall. Don't think that Zerglings are gonna be able to sneak their way through that. Okay, and the third hatch started at a base, so bit of a rough start for ChoJJa here. His base is ahead of Nara's, but he made a ton of Zerglings, and they've done, well, literally nothing. All the Lings really did was force second gate before the Nexus to finish that wall off. So, gotta give the little edge to Nara so far, but I think still playable for ChoJJa. We'll see what his plan is. Nara scouting out that third location, seeing no hatch. Those Lings will definitely be able to catch the probe pretty quickly, though. Actually, well, looks like he's going to get into the main here. I think this might be a second probe. I'm not entirely sure. And will he scout it? Yes, he does scout the hatchery at the minerals, so has a pretty good idea of what is going on. He's not going to get a scout into the main. So he is still a little blind in that regard. Doesn't know what the tech is. But ChoJJa is just droning really hard right now. He still has not gone back into gas. So just using all his minerals on drones. Trying to catch up a little bit economically. Has also built that sun colony over at that forward hatchery. So trying to be a little safe. Obviously nothing quite like a vulture in this matchup. You don't have to worry about a run by from. That's mostly going to be used to stop zealots. But one sunk, really you can kind of just walk past that, or even just target it down, depends on how many zealots you have. We're going to have to see what Nara decides to move out with. 4 done already, and with those 2 gates, he's going to be able to produce them pretty quickly. So definitely could walk across with like 6 zealots kind of early, and if it's that many, they could just kill the sunk, or they could just walk them into a base and start to wreak havoc. Second colony started. Yeah. I think he actually canceled that cyber core. So I saw one started like in between 2 pylons, and that one looks like it's not in between 2 pylons. So he may have canceled that and restarted it. I'm not sure though. That doesn't make much sense. Oh my god, actually a really delayed cannon rush at this third, and it looks like the cannons might finish here. The Lings are on their way. That's the third cannon that was targeted. Okay, no. They will not finish. Cannons take quite a little while to build. Kind of a cheeky strat there from Nara. Definitely something that ChoJJa is probably happy about happening there. Just some free minerals, basically. I wonder if starting that third cannon is why it didn't work. I'm not sure the pylon was in view of the drone mining from the top mineral patch there, or not. So may have been punished a little bit for starting that third cannon. I'm not entirely sure. Citadel's done. I don't see a Stargate yet. I don't think Nara has one. This Overlord was getting hunted down by a Dragoon, so it will die. Definitely not thinking it can get out. We've got an engagement in the middle of the map. A lot of Zealots here. Definitely too many for those Lings. 3 picked off for free. There's those 2 sunks at this entrance here, and with some Hydras, I don't think those Zealots will be able to get in past that little wall there. That creep colony at the third. I guess that's actually outside of the choke, so I guess that does make sense. Nara is going to run over there with his Zealots. Okay. 2 Sunkens already done. But none of these zealots are dead yet, so no real losses for Nalra. Kind of just walked across the map with the zealots, forced some reaction. There's actually 4 sunken colonies over there. And definitely more Hydras than ChoJJa wanted to build. I think he would have probably been pretty happy just continuing to drone. But getting forced into units. And a quick third here. The cannons are just not finishing for Nalra this game. A little late there. Lings get a cancel. It's pretty nice for him. Looks like legs are done now. These zealots are running. Again, that cannon is canceled. ChoJJa getting a lot of cannon cancels this game. Just not finishing for Nalra. See, I think probably will finish now. And here we go with the zealots running in, but so many Hydras they have to run away. And now ChoJJa is running out with these Hydras. Looks like he might want to put some pressure back on Nalra. I think Nalra probably does have some more units at home, though. I'm not sure about Storm, though. I don't think that's going to be quite finished yet. Legs are done, so probably does have Templar Archive by now, unless he just decided to not build it. I'd be pretty surprised if that were the case. The only question is, did the Storm get finished yet? And the Hydra's running forward, jumping on those cannons. A lot of them aren't finished yet, but oh no, what a big surround. These zealots are going to tear the Hydras apart. It's actually going horribly for ChoJJa. Just got crushed with that attack. Absolutely devastating. Actually, and it's even worse because now ChoJJa has to remake all those units before he can make drones. Has to get units to try to stay alive. Hardly any of those zealots went down. It was a big deal there. ChoJJa is taking 4th. Kind of disappointed look on his face, though. I don't blame him. That attack went really poorly. Did get, I think, like a cannon or 2, and he killed some of the zealots, but a ton of Hydras. And now Nalra is running in. A lot less here to defend than last time, and Storm is finished now. Some decent storms on these Hydras, forcing them to run through the first one. First sunk is down as well now. But looks like there might just be enough here to clean this. Templar standing next to the Hydras is very brave or very stupid. Perhaps both. That second sunk is killed off. And this Archon is, I think, ready to do quite a bit of damage. Now the Hydras are going to come back. And the rest of Nalra's army has run away. So they do end up finishing it off. And then morphing into Lurkers. Definitely going to need more units to be holding Nalra off here. But yeah, still reeling a little bit from that Hydra attack. That just did not work out. More cannons starting over the 3rd. Nalra's a little worried about being attacked. Second Forge. Looks like he wants double upgrades. Going into Gateway Man a little bit, maybe. Definitely more of a PvT thing, but lots of upgrades can't be bad, right? Okay, so ChoJJa, is this for a drop? I like drops on this map. I think they're quite good, especially when there's so many cannons over the 3rd. This base here getting static up. I think this is going to be a storm drop. Nope, 4 zealots. But nothing much to respond quite yet. Some Hydras do rally down, but actually these zealots are enough. Okay, those are enough Hydras to kill these zealots off, so not a ton of damage done here. Did pull the Hydras out of position, killed a couple of them. 4 zealots for 2 Hydras isn't like the worst ever, but probably a little nicer for ChoJJa than anything. It's really the larva that hurts at that point. 2 larvae, but ChoJJa's got a decent army here, and yeah, it definitely looks like he's going to be dropping. I think speed was done, and just that many overlords in one spot Definitely makes me think that is his plan. The shuttle is hunting for a base to harass, but really not much of an opportunity here. A lot of sunks, some lurkers already. Now, if Nalra had some Corsairs and he could kill off this Overlord, then a DT drop would be quite impactful. But the Hydra drop is starting, but pretty quickly responded to. Storm goes down on that Hydra, and ChoJa, after unloading just 2, decides to cancel the attack. Some Zealot ran into the main somehow. Got a drone? No. Had 0 kills? I don't know. Okay. I guess he didn't kill a drone. I thought I saw a dead drone, but I guess I was just seeing things. And ChoJa is going back in with this drop, but in the meantime, he's been dropped himself. 5 kills. Kind of not as many as I was expecting. I thought there would have been more than that. Lurkers are in his base, though, burrowed now. Oh, High Templar Storm at least. Okay, does get his Storm off and actually runs out of Lurker range, so won't die quite yet. That High Templar was picked off, though. Now, Nalra did build some cannons here, so he's not defenseless, and he will have detection. Also has observers here, so double detection, double the fun. And this drop is cleaned up pretty efficiently. Killing those lurkers is really nice for Nalra. This Nexus is definitely not going to finish. Should probably just cancel that. So nice for ChoJa, at least delaying his opponent's economy a little bit. And looks like that Archon was cleaned up. Probably didn't even finish morphing. There were already Hydras attacking it, basically, when it started. We got, oh wow, 111 upgrades for Nalra. So he's actually getting shield upgrades. Pretty rare, but against Zerg, shield upgrades are actually pretty good, especially later on in the game when your composition is quite Archon heavy. Defilers just, I mean, they just are so good in the late game. Well, really, they're good at any point, but you have to wait till the late game to get them. And those shield upgrades are kind of all you have against Plague. And usually, a lot of High Templar get made anyway, so you're going quite into Archons, but not attacking that 4th sides against it, though. I think because he's getting Lurker dropped. Not much damage here from these Lurkers, though. Only 1 is actually firing, and the only thing in range is a gateway. Those Dragoons come over here to clear out those Lurkers. 1 goes down, 2 go down. Okay, so pretty good clear. And Nalra actually taking the top right base. This is a very Zerg move from him, but if these cannons finish, maybe he can hold it. Again, that type of base, one, benefits a lot from the ramp that's usually there. So, kind of unfortunate for Nalra, but also, you really want to establish and build some High Templar at. We do see a gateway here is made, but it's just not going to matter. This base isn't really going to get established well enough. I think that Hydra was probably about to get killed by a cannon. That's why it got morphed into a Lurker. But Nalra is attacking this choke now. Still a decent army here. 3 Sunks, some Lurkers, but Nalra has got a lot of stuff. He can at least pick off this forward hatchery, which would be pretty impactful. Does go down. Of course, Zealot got put on hold position. Ah, the High Templar as well. That actually hurts. Gateway is still alive. Did the Observer just get picked off or something? I think that's what happened. So that DT will not be able to actually kill the Lurker, but also no detection here, it seems. So it's going to have some fun. And Nalra's attacking in again. Lots of Lurkers in this position. Not very friendly place for Zealots. So they do die off pretty quickly, but the Dragoons and the Archon are doing a pretty decent job at busting their way in here. And once this position's broken, if Nalra still has a big army, which he definitely does right now, he's just going to be able to push into the main if he wants, and that is where he's going. basically nothing to protect it here. Ultra Cavern has been started, but nobody cares about that if you can't actually get some Ultras out. And also, Ultras would take quite a little while to finish here, so gonna be pretty tough for him. I think he's just gonna lose this whole main. There's so many Dragoons in here, and still this Archon is alive. Looks like 4 kills? Maybe 9? Yeah, it was 4. Up to 7 now, though, as it is going after these drones. So ChoJJa losing his tech and his economy does not look happy. He is trying to counterattack with some Zerglings, which is probably a good idea. Those Lings really wouldn't do much here, but maybe he can kill a base or 2 with them. You know, if he can limit the bases of Nara and drag this game out, like, for a long time, maybe he's okay. He did restart some tech over at this base, so that's good. He did have does have an Ultraless Cavern making, so even after losing this Hive, he's still gonna have access to that tech. I think he might have been better off with the Filers, though. I think Ultras probably are not going to get the job done. Ultras are pretty decent in the matchup, no doubt. But they can't just, like... I feel like when you have Defilers out, you just delete your opponent's Dragoons. Like, yeah, they shoot, and they're technically not dead, but it doesn't matter, because they don't hit anything. They just miss. Ultras actually have to overpower the goons, and with the type of economy ChoJJa has, I doubt that's going to happen. You do need those upgrades for Defilers. I suppose for Ultras you need upgrades too, but really just speed and armor as opposed to Defilers, which kind of just don't function with other upgrades. You know, the Ultras without armor still hit stuff, but those 2 Ultras die immediately after finishing. 5 more rallied down to hit these goons, but some really nice storms actually, putting a ton of damage on them, and storms do not care about armor, so it doesn't actually matter if the upgrades are done or not for these Ultras. Now they are able to get on top of the goons, and it looks like they'll kill maybe all of them, but in the meantime this hatchery is going to die, and ChoJJa's at like 1 base right now, just with hardly any econ or production at this point. And I think this one last Ultra, well, with the crackling, no, it is not going to be able to finish off that Archon. A couple Ultras, and these Sunks will repel the Zealot attack. So that's something. I think ChoJJa just had to kill his own Sunk there, actually. Generally, it doesn't matter that much, but kind of painful in this position. We've actually seen Nara is in Corsairs now, and it's actually really, really good tech here. It's going to force ChoJJa to make some Hydras instead of Ultras. It's actually 2 Port Corsair, and getting the weapons upgrade as well for them. So they're going to shred through these Overlords. I think that is the idea. Kill all the Overlords with Corsairs, and then use Dark Templar to kill all the ground stuff. Honestly, though, it doesn't really matter what Nara's doing at this point. He can skin this cat however he pleases. Not that I would promote the skinning of cats. That's mean. I like cats, so don't do that. Now, if you're Freddy Krueger and you're making a really meta movie, I guess you can do it. That's you know, that's his prerogative. He's Freddy Krueger. And honestly, he didn't even skin cats. He was people. He just called it skinning a cat. Yeah. Anyway, ChoJJa trying to take that top right base. Did he lose? No. The Ultra Cavern is at his kind of last actual functioning base here. Oh no, 2 Ultralists picked off completely for free there. Pretty painful. Every unit lost right now is so important. And we do see a lot of DTs, so the plan is definitely kill the Overlords with the Corsairs, the 2-Port Corsair, or 2 Stargate Corsair, and then let DTs clean up the ground stuff. But ChoJJa has had enough. And honestly, he'd been dead for quite a while in that game. Kind of just playing it out for fun, I guess. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed that game, and I hope you come in for the next one.